Another good morning before sunrise here in autumn. It is Saturday, October the 12th, 2024. It's about 6 in the morning. We are here at the Corral Creek Trailhead. And today, for the first time ever, we plan to hike out to see Mirror Lake. And then we're going to look up and attempt to summit Mount Akoko. And as usual here lately on the hikes, we'll see you at sunrise. And here in about 33 minutes, 1.4 miles, we are entering the Rocky Mountain National Park, and our next stop will be Mirror Lake, and from this point they state 5.1 miles. And here at 45 minutes and around 1.9 miles, we have hit the split we want. And of course we're going to take a left, continue on to Mirror Lake. We have reached the split that goes up to Mirror Lake or to Mummy Pass, and to get here it took us 2 hours and 15 minutes to hike around 5.1 miles. And we just took a 10-minute break, and now we're back at it, heading to Mirror Lake still. Got a little section here that's not burnt. Pretty awesome. Here is a branch off if you wanted to go get Comanche Peak, and that's a different approach than what we did last year. We went up there from Emmeline Lake, which was a tough climb. I wonder if this way is easier. But to get here, it took us 2 hours and 40 minutes to hike about 5.8 miles. And I believe that is our destination for today. We have arrived to Mirror Lake. To hike out here today, it took us 3 hours and 10 minutes to hike around 6.6 miles. There's our destination, Mount Akoko, and I think I've scouted our Class 2 approach. We got to go around the lake on this side, head over there, and I think we're going to scramble up to that low point, and then I think it's a tundra walk all the way up. This looks like a good place to cross. Now, the bushwhack around the lake's not bad at all. And we're just making our way over to that area. But once we get on the other side of the lake and start going up, we've already put about 1,700 vertical feet under our belt. And to get up there to the summit, 1,200 vertical feet is left. You know, compared to some of the hikes we've done recently, so far this is not that bad.
No.
It was a decent chunk of mileage to get out here, but we're already closing in on the saddle. Last little section. We just made it up that gully to this little saddle area. And Mount Akoko, as the crow flies, is about in that direction. We're just gonna find the easiest way up here and then turn it over. And from here, we just walk it on out to that high point way in the back there. And we have about 600 vertical feet left. Yeah, I think the hard part is over. The rest of this looks really nice. Just got to get around to it. All right, Summit Register. We made it up here. Our anniversary is coming up, our 9-year wedding anniversary, and both of our birthdays. And most likely we'll be taking a break and not hiking on them. So this is a combo hike, anniversary double birthday hike. You ready to boom it?
Oh yeah.
Let's do it. Boom! Mount Akoko in the books. And today to hike out here, it took us 4 hours and 20 minutes to hike 7.8 miles. Oh yeah, this is the best shot in the area right here, right over Mirror Lake. Pretty awesome. First time I've seen this section. I really like it. Sign in the register. And from Mirror Lake to go up and get up here to the summit, it took us about 1 hour and 10 minutes. And it was around 1.2 miles. And we've taken an hour break up here on the summit of Mount Akoko. But we're about to head back down to Mirror Lake and rejoin the trail for the long hike out. Here is the gully we want. So we're almost back to the trail system. Just got to get around Mirror Lake. We have returned to the trail system on the other side of Mirror Lake, and to get here for the day, we are sitting at 6 hours and 14 minutes, and we've hiked a total of 9 miles. We are passing the Comanche Peak cutoff. However, we're just going straight back out the way we came. And for the next like 3 or 4 miles, it just looks like this, unfortunately. Just a giant burn area. Made it back down to the Mirror Lake Mummy Pass split. But that's wild. The Mummy Pass trail on this side is still closed 4 years after the Cameron Peak fire. We're getting sprinkled on. There's like a dark cloud moving over us, but we've heard no thunder and have seen no lightning, and we're down in the trees. Hit another split. And of course, we're going this way. And we are leaving the Rocky Mountain National Park for the day. And we're sitting at around 9,700 feet of elevation. So from here at the very end of the hike, we've got to go back up to 10,000 feet of elevation. Yeah, this part was all in the dark this morning, but we're under a mile left to get to the trailhead. And man, the burn scar is still here. And we are done. All right, we made it back alive.
Woohoo!
Which is always good.
Yes.
Done with the hike, and we got a new summit, Mount Okoko. And you know, I didn't mind the hike. It wasn't a bad hike, but I will give 2 negatives on it, is that a large portion of the middle of that hike is completely burnt. And then the second thing that's not the best about this hike is at the very end of the hike, at the end of the day, you've got about 300 feet back up to the trailhead. But other than that, when you get all the way out to where you turn up to go to Mirror Lake, the last portion of this hike, it was beautiful. That was a fun hike up to Mirror Lake, and that's not a bad hike for the distance. And I think it was a good one to end our 2024 summer and fall streak.
Yep.
We've gotten as many new summits in the Rocky Mountain National Park this year as we could. Both of our birthdays are coming up and our wedding anniversary on the 31st, so we're taking an extended break. And whether you've been watching us for the last 2 hiking seasons, or if you've just joined us, I just want to say thank you for tuning in, and we appreciate you guys riding along.
Yep.
And today for Mount Akoko, it took us 9 hours exactly to hike 15.6 miles with a total elevation gain today of 3,725 feet. And whenever our break ends and we start hiking again, we hope you guys will join us here as always. Boom!